Yeah.
Hey yo, man, it's your time. Man, fuck poverty. Get this money, man. Fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Film Leroy the Judgmental Podcast,
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
and I'm Leroy. So we got to give a shout out to the third member of the Judgmental Podcast, Anton Daniel. See, I didn't say Davis this time. This is from TikTok user Little Mama to 7. I think she deleted her TikTok page too, by the way, because when last time I checked it, it said it was unavailable.
She probably was getting a whole bunch of shit.
Right. Well, she got 6 kids by 4 different men, and she's going to give you the rundown. Here we go.
I have 6 kids with 4 baby
Oh
daddies.
shit! I thought it was
And
a black girl.
She fooled you. Yep. She fooled you.
4 baby daddies. You heard that right. I'm just gonna roast myself for the next 2 minutes. So
Amber dropping it like
I
it's
get
hot.
asked every single day, who's dad? Who's this? We're just gonna give you all a little rundown, okay? I'm gonna give you a little bit of the history of my
The
off.
thing is, nobody really cares. But these are these young people that putting all their business out here on social media. What's it to anybody with how many baby fathers you have, and who kid is this and who kid is that? That's nobody's business.
They strive for attention and can't help themselves. That's all it is.
Full-tasted men. This is my first husband and baby daddy.
Sure, he was married.
Married him in 2014.
See, she said she was married.
Bullshit.
When
How
I
old do
was
you think
18.
this girl is?
I would have said late 20s, like 27, 28.
She's lying. But go ahead.
Years old. My 2 older daughters I had with him, Tegan and Olivia, and we got divorced in 2018. This is my second baby daddy. Dwayne. We had Remy together. Remy is now adopted. The drama, the lore, the insane, I literally can't even put into words the horrors that I went through with this man. Your mind would be blown if you knew what I went through with this person. Okay. Haven't heard from him in years. Want to keep it that way. This is, wrong picture. Hold on.
No, it ain't.
Wrong picture again. There we go. This is my third baby
Fucking
daddy,
crackhead.
who I'm sure most of you know. This is Zach. We had Alea together, but technically I just had her because he's non-existent also. He fathers the child that my husband has raised since she was 2 months old. So, and then we have my 4th baby daddy and my second husband. 4th time is a charm, right? This is my now husband of 4 years, Brian, and we have 2 kids together. And he has been Alea's daddy since she was pretty much born. My baby daddy drama lore is dark and deep and insane. And I wish I could just go back to my younger self and be like, what the actual fuck are you doing? Yeah. But there you go. There's all my kids' dads for everyone who keeps fucking asking me.
No one's asking you. That's the point.
You actually believe she married these dudes? You're right.
2 of them I don't even care to fucking mention. But now you know.
Shout out to Lil Mama to 7. Like that's her TikTok, but last time I checked, I don't think that she is on TikTok anymore. Like you said, I think she got her parents or somebody told her to delete that shit, and she did it. And she fooled you. Y'all just automatically thought it was a sister. She fooled y'all too. There we go to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where Jaquez Evans, a Oklahoma Highway Patrol trooper, was charged with rape in the 1st degree and forcible oral sodomy after a traffic stop earlier this year. Now, it happened earlier in the year, and, it's just finally coming out now. Every time when something happened with the police, there's always a delay when something wrong. Well, here we go.
The Highway Patrol trooper's arrest, charged today with raping a woman following a traffic stop. And this case dates all the way back to January.
News 4's Spencer Humphrey is looking over the new court documents, and we should warn you, some details are graphic.
An Oklahoma State trooper allegedly giving a woman an ultimatum when he pulled her over here in South Oklahoma City back in January. She could either go to jail or have sex with him.
That's old school. That's old school police thing.
And that's bullshit too. I definitely think they was doing something. But if she had some morals and some standards, she would have said, "Take me to jail."
Right.
And then when she got to jail, she would have told everybody what the fuck he said to her.
Mm-hmm.
Details in the arrest affidavit for Oklahoma Highway Patrol Trooper Jarquez Evans are disturbing. Investigators say it all started when Evans pulled over a woman for an expired tag near Southeast 29th and High Avenue just before 10 p.m. on January 20th.
Do they have police body cameras?
They supposed to. Here she go sucking dick for a damn traffic violation. It's crazy.
6th. The affidavit says Evans' body cam and patrol car dash cam.
You got body cam and you know they got the camera in the car also.
Mm-hmm.
So if he'd have said that to her, like you said, she would have said no and went to jail and told them to check that body cam because he said for sex.
Mm-hmm.
Her rolling.
Oh, she ain't nothing but old freak.
As he walked up to the woman's car, the woman allegedly telling Evans she had an illegal drug pipe inside. Evans ordered her to get out and searched her pockets before.
Wait a minute now. It could be a marijuana pipe. You don't think so?
There ain't no marijuana pipe.
Then search.
And nobody does crack anymore. It's probably crystal
bullshit.
It's Oklahoma. It's probably crystal meth or something like that.
That's crack. You ain't see the last girl baby dads? Shit, he was on crack.
Car where he found a sex toy in her purse.
He said, "Oh, this girl's a freak. There's a dildo right here in this purse."
Investigators say he brought it up to the woman, saying, "Mine is bigger," then telling her he wouldn't take her to jail for having the pipe if she would just have sex with him. The woman.
Now, this is supposed to be all on body cam, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Later told investigators with the Oklahoma City Police Department that she agreed, and the two drove to a nearby parking lot where Evans got in her passenger seat and had sex with her. The affidavit says she even asked Evans if she would be charged with prostitution for having sex with him, to which he said no, and that he'd taken off his body camera and microphone. Investigators say Evans later bragged to a friend about what happened, but told them the woman is who proposed having sex. OKCPD
And the fool goes to work.
Dude. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, the fool goes to work and tell people, "Yeah, man, I pulled this girl over and she said, 'Come on, let's do it.' I pulled her over right in the parking lot and fucking
same motherfucker you thought was your friend."
Yep. And he went right and said, "Oh, really?" And went and tell. You don't tell nobody no type of shit like that.
Investigators sent Evans' uniform pants to OSBI's crime lab, where tests on them found a fluid stain matching Evans' DNA profile and another likely matching the woman's profile. Evans was booked into the Oklahoma County Jail Friday on charges of rape and forcible sodomy. In Oklahoma City, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
We reached out to the Oklahoma Highway Patrol hoping to ask them some questions about this. A spokesperson would only confirm Evans had been arrested and is currently on administrative leave. They did not tell us how long he's been on leave and if it is paid or unpaid.
Oh, he's getting paid.
Oh, definitely getting paid.
Right. And it's definitely more to the story there.
Yep.
I think it's more of what he had told the coworker what happened.
Now, when they say forcible sodomy, isn't that in the ass?
No, sodomy is oral.
They would have said oral.
Sodomy is oral sex.
Nah, man.
Like he forced her to do oral sex on him.
Okay. It says anal or oral.
Oh, okay.
I always thought it'd been oral, because most of the time when they say sodomy, they talking about the ass, and when they say oral, they just go with the oral. They don't usually use that for one or the other.
Mm-hmm. So we going to Orange County, Florida. Sheila Smith survived being shot 8 times by her ex-boyfriend. She has a message for everyone to trust your gut. If it's bad, then I hate to laugh, but if it's bad, then it's your gut telling you that get out of that situation. As if we already know, this ain't the first time shit like this happened in this relationship, but here we go.
It is an incredible story of survival. A woman shot by her estranged boyfriend who held her and their daughter hostage.
Yeah, this is frightening. We showed you body cam video back in July when Deshaun Dunmeyer was using his 3-year-old daughter as a shield from the SWAT team that was trying to rescue the little girl. Now, he was killed, but the mother and child survived, and now she has a message for other women. Not investigate. Shannon Butler has her story live in Studio C. Shannon.
Greg, in all, she was shot 8 times, scars she will carry for the rest of her life. But it's not just those wounds. The deepest scars cannot be seen, but she says she and her daughter are doing pretty well. And now she's hoping to save someone else from what she went through.
Sheila Smith felt meeting Deshaun Dunmeyer at an LA shoe store was meant to be.
He was just really sweet. He had a good, I don't know, high energy. He just seemed very
tattoos
positive.
down up in his arm, tattoos on his neck. Don't leave that part out.
And don't forget the blood. Could be a blood hat he got on, and a pregnant picture. He got to represent.
This motherfucker's a killer as soon as you look at him.
Yeah, we just had fun. I mean, after that day, we kind of were like inseparable.
What she didn't know until years later is that there was a side of him that was dark, so dark that he tried to kill her. The couple had broken up.
Yeah, this is Florida, and he got a Cincinnati Reds hat on. Okay.
But was co-parenting the best they could. That wasn't until that day in July when she went to pick up her daughter and almost didn't make it out.
And he was like, we're both gonna die today. And I'm like, Sean, please, you do not have to do this. And he was still going, he was still mad, and then he shot me again. So I tried to get away.
A whole bunch of shit.
That's just what I was about to say.
God damn, she went from, I'm going to pick my daughter up, and he talking about we dying today. Then it had to be a lead up. What happened to all the middle shit?
Right. It's a whole bunch of stuff happened. Like I say, this ain't the first time. They always been battling, arguing, and all that stuff with each other.
From him, and that's when he shot me in my back, and I kind of fall to the floor, and I'm begging him, Sean, stop.
And finally,
and she getting shot and talking, and then she getting shot in the back and not paralyzed and dancing, walking, strutting with her daughter and everything. Ain't nothing wrong. And she got shot 8 times.
Shot with a BB gun.
He choked her until she fell unconscious. When she came to, she was able to escape.
I knew I wasn't gonna die. I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna just have to fight my hardest fight.
She ran to get help. Finally, a man called 911, but that was just the beginning. She was completely unaware that while she was undergoing surgery, he was in a standoff with the SWAT team.
I promise you she's going to be all right. I need you to be all right because she needs a father.
So she left the daughter inside the house while she went and escaped and ran and got help. How can all these people be escaping situations like this?
Well, we talked about that before. Every time there's a damn house fire, the mom is just standing outside talking, my baby in there. Mm-hmm. Snatch that baby up, motherfucker, and take him with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? She needs her father, Deshaun.
Deshaun was now holding their daughter hostage as negotiators tried to get him to surrender.
Come here, sweetheart. Come here. Deshaun, don't make me do it. Deshaun, don't touch the gun and everybody will be fine. She's freaking out. Deshaun, come on, buddy. She's freaking out, dude. She's scared because of you. She's scared because of you. Come on out.
For 6 hours, deputies tried to get him out, but he used that little girl as a shield as she cried in the chaos. But then, in an unbelievable move, the Orange County SWAT team shot him, saving that little girl.
Go, go!
Our SWAT officers saw him holding a gun
Mm-hmm.
at the baby, shot and killed the man. Thankfully, the baby is okay.
In all, Sheila was shot 8 times and is here to tell her story, crediting God for being able to raise this little girl now that her father is gone, and hopes speaking today helps someone else who might also be in danger.
She ain't got a limp, a slow walk, or nothing, huh?
Right. Exactly. No
scar or nothing.
Exactly. No visible scars or anything. It's like she's just fine.
I would say to always trust your gut feeling.
Okay.
If something doesn't sit right, something's probably not right.
Yeah, something didn't sit
right. I guarantee you her
relationship.
next boyfriend gonna have tattoos down his arm and on his neck too.
Right.
That's what she like. She like that drama type shit.
It ain't nothing set right in that whole relationship. Like you said, all of a sudden, this one fateful day, she goes to pick up her daughter and he goes to shoot her and choke her out. I hate to laugh, but come on now. What the hell happened in between all that stuff?
Now, Sheila has been through several surgeries, but as you can see there, they are actually doing pretty good considering what they went through. If you need help, we have linked resources on our website at WFTV.com. Greg, Martha.
Bible story.
I would say, well, I want to know the whole story. Now, what led up to all this? We going to Chicago, Illinois, where a birthday celebration at a restaurant took a turn where 3 women dined, dashed, and bragged about it online. Here's the report.
Local restaurant owners are noticing more people skipping out on their bills lately.
Tia Ewing has the latest on the uptick.
So that's a new thing now, people skipping out on their bills, huh? I'm like, look, if you don't have the money, don't go. It's fine. Stay home and make a sandwich or something. If you don't have the money like that, it's fine. Restaurants is not going to disappear.
Now you see them and now you don't. We've blurred the video because the trio hasn't been charged yet, but you can't miss that.
That's their video. Why don't you show it? Because you show a whole bunch of stuff where people commit crimes and they haven't been convicted yet.
Distinctive blue wig and the massive tab they left behind.
The server went to the table. They asked for the ticket to be split. She left from this table behind me to a few steps away, clicked the button. As she left, they got up one at a time and walked out.
3 days ago, the 3 women from Rochester, New York visited Soul Vibes in the Near North neighborhood to celebrate a birthday and left behind a surprise, an unpaid tab of over $200.
And they actually ran out the
New York visited Soul Vibes
What was $23?
North neighborhood to celebrate a birthday and left behind.
Drink or something.
2 lemon drops was $68.
Lemon drop flight is
$34.
2 lemon drop flights. What is that? $68. Why they do it like that? Because that's like the same thing, right?
Yeah, because it says both have tequila in it.
Tequilas.
Well, maybe was one a double and one a single?
Lemon drop. This is 68. Yeah, but why? Why would a double be the price of 2 drinks? And they just ordered 3 drinks and they just charged it different.
Yeah.
Prize, an unpaid tab of over $200.
Well, they sure can drink, because what the hell is a $30 drink? Shit. That must be the best drink ever.
And they actually ran out the door and ran and hid behind a service vehicle that was in traffic.
They decided to dine and dash after devouring chicken wings, Alfredo, and washing it all down with flight.
Macaroni and cheese. Oh, no. 1 fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, green.
No, that's not fried chicken. That's Alfredo pasta with chicken and garlic bread. So that was $25. $26 is the fried chicken wings.
The mac and cheese, right? And the greens. Yeah. So the other one had a hot honey fried one. They added a hot one.
Add hot honey fried chicken wings.
And then you got another, like you say, you got another fried chicken wings with greens.
Well, some drinks.
That had sweet potatoes for $26. They was having a ball in there.
Mm-hmm. And first off, their faces should be plastered all over the fucking internet, because if that was guys or anybody else, they would be showing their faces. So why are you protecting their identity?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, when you in a hood like that and people coming in there, I hate to say it, but you might have to get paid up front before they even sit down and eat. Order food. This is how much it's gonna cost. We're gonna need you to pay this before we start cooking it.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, you gotta do shit like that in the hood, because motherfuckers will get you like this. You heard what they said is on the uptick. They're not doing that in nice neighborhoods.
Violent, but it's a crime, and it affects us, and it affects our bottom dollar, and it affects our team members.
They were spotted on surveillance, leaving one by one within 30 seconds of the server stepping away. They also forgot that they signed up on the wait list before being seated, including their name and phone number. And to add insult to injury, they posted this onto social media, thanking the restaurant for the free food.
Okay, so what's these women social media? Exactly. Why are you protecting these people? There. Right. Why are you protecting these people that committed a crime like this?
Because one of them probably their cousin.
While laughing at waitstaff like Chloe Jackson.
I'm here 3 days a week.
They're greedy.
I don't know why you think that's funny. You are a grown ass adult. to be doing. Okay, if they was young teens or something like that, okay, I see the juvenile thought process in that. But these are grown adult women. If they was in there drinking, they over 21. You should not be doing anything like that.
What they should have did was, since y'all gonna be drinking, we're gonna need your card or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Crime comes with a much heavier cost.
Some places do make the servers come out and pay for those bills, but Fab and Soul Vibes here, they don't make us pay for it. Well, that's really grateful because $300, $400 could really break our bank.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that before. Now. So they're gonna say, well, they're gonna say, well, since they down and dashed on you, you gonna have to pay.
Shit.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Well, I'd be like, well, all right, then this is gonna be my last day because I don't have nothing to do with that.
For that day.
Sadly, Dine and Dash incidents are on the rise. The owners run 2 Soul Vibes locations and 3 I Can't Believe It's Not Meat restaurants. And in the last 6 months, they've seen an uptick in these type of incidents. These are just a few of the incidents they've recorded.
It's an industry of pennies and nickels. So when you get these Dine and Dash incidences, you know what I mean? You know, the consumer or the people that are doing this Dine and Dash might think, oh, it's just $100. Yeah, but it's hurting the bottom line.
Now, a police report was
made.
Maybe
instead of having 6 goddamn restaurants in the hood, close that shit down and open one nice restaurant outside the hood.
How you know they all in the hood?
Oh, they look like the hood. You see?
Well, I know. I
was in the restaurant with
t-shirts
on and shit.
I saw a building. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's the hood.
Police are now investigating. If charged, the suspects could face a Class A misdemeanor for theft of services under the amount of $500. That's punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a $2,500 fine.
If charged.
Yeah,
but you know what they did, and you got their faces. What is the issue?
Right, and you got them, like you said, they all on camera. Why ain't having you charged them? Man, I'd have had their faces, their social media account. I'd have had all that stuff on that report.
But you know why they didn't? Because they scared. Because they're in the hood and they think the people might retaliate.
Well, we go to Detroit, Michigan, where a Detroit police officer, James Clark Davis III, has been charged with stealing sneakers from fellow officers. James Clark II Davis is pissed at this motherfucker stealing shoes. A cop. Here we go.
There is a suspected shoe bandit afoot, and Detroit police didn't
they so funny with the bullshit too.
Have to go far to
with the little lines they make.
Catch him.
Kind of a bizarre story. Fox News' Lauren Edwards has more on a police officer accused of having sticky fingers.
Here they go.
It is different, and you know, when it's brought to our attention, any type of crime or anything, we investigate.
Detroit police with a case like no other. Chief Todd Bettison says a member.
Well, it looked like you was making fun of. What you gonna make fun of our chief here?
No, he's a funny looking dude, but this story kind of reminded me of a situation I had, but I can tell you afterwards.
Of the department has been accused of stealing other police officers' shoes.
Over at the 3rd precinct in the locker room, just like any typical locker room, our officers, you know, tend not to put their shoes in their lockers. It's outside the lockers, or it could be some other things as well. And so shoes were coming up missing.
Detroit police say between September 2024 to January 2025, 27-year-old officer James Clark Davis III allegedly stole multiple pairs of sneakers from fellow officers at DPD's.
Damn, man, go buy you some fucking shoes. You a fucking cop.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you had a couple issued pair, at least 2 pair.
And like how we talked about before, how cops, they beat up that damn overtime. Mm-hmm. If you wanted some shoes like that, why don't you just work overtime somewhere at these restaurants, being a security guard or something like that?
A street location.
We did like typically utilize an AirTag or other device. We planted a pair of shoes.
This is like old school crime. This is like this stuff don't fly anymore because like he said, you could just put like an AirTag in a tongue or something like that.
It sounds like that's what they did, right?
Yeah, that's like old school crime, right?
Over there and put you know it in the shoes. The shoes came up missing. Ultimately, the shoes ended up at Officer Davis's house.
Police got a search warrant, entered his home, and found the missing shoes. Thursday.
Like, hey,
fucking
folks.
retarded ass dude.
He's like, hey, folks, what you doing here? Hey, look, you been stealing sneakers and they air tagged them at this address.
Damn, boy. He probably sitting around them like, damn, man, my shoes missing. You anybody stealing shoes around? Your shoes missing? He like, no, I got mine. I keep mine locked up.
Mm-hmm. Or he be the type that'll try to he done stole it, but help you go and look for it.
Look for it.
Yeah. Oh, let me check over here and see it's over here. No, I don't see nothing here. Let me look underneath this underneath this table. Ain't nothing here.
This was arraigned on 3 counts of larceny in a building and 1 count of receiving and concealing stolen property, $200 to $1,000.
It's really a sad day. I know him, and so I just want Officer Davis to get the help that he needs. Of course, he's going to have to, just like anybody else, go through the criminal justice process.
The chief says Officer Davis also resigned Thursday, but emphasizes that police are not above the law.
We're going to keep on holding our own accountable, just like we'll hold the community accountable for when when folks are stealing.
They convince him to resign so he can still be a cop.
Yes. And don't mess up his pension. Well, he's 27, so it ain't much. Mm-hmm. And like you said, he can go on somewhere else and carry that thing on.
Right.
Any other type crimes.
We're hearing some of the shoes that were taken were Nikes and other high-priced sneakers. As for Davis, his probable cause is scheduled for April 8th. His prelim is a week after that. Reporting here in Detroit, Lauren Edwards on The Edge.
He done messed up his name and his job by stealing some sneakers that somebody already had their nasty feet in. I hope it was worth it, but go and tell us your story.
Yeah, he's a fucking dumbass. Nah, it's when I was in the military, we got the same thing. We got a big ass locker room and motherfuckers leave clothes, shoes, everything hanging out like that. Well, one day, this is when I was running the streets and shit. I said, you know what? I got drilled tomorrow. I got to drive up to Norristown. So I'm gonna just put my uniform in the car. That way I don't forget about that shit. And I can just wear my regular clothes, whatever I, wake up in or whatever.
Right.
I get up the next day, jump in the car, fly up there. I get up there. We start, I think formation was like at 7 o'clock in the morning. Everybody got to be outside the building. And there's probably like maybe like 200 Joes out there. And I was the squad leader, so I'm like supposed to be in the front. So I'm sitting there changing. I say, oh shit, I ain't got no fucking shoes. And I think I was like wearing Timbs or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Now I'm sweating bullets, getting closer to time. I said, all right, I'm just gonna go check the lockers and shit, because there's always some fucking shoes laying in the locker room and shit. I'm checking the locker room. I'm trying to find an open locker. I couldn't find shit. I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? So then I'm thinking like, damn, maybe I could just put sneakers on and say I fucked my foot up. I need a profile and shit. Because if you got a medical profile and you can't wear a booster, you can wear sneakers. But you have to have a profile. You know what I mean? Right. So I was gonna try and pull that shit off, but I ain't had no sneakers. I think I had Timbs at the time. And you can't wear Timbs talking about I got a profile. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, but I ran into one of my young boys and shit. And I was like, yo, man, I left my shoes. You got an extra pair of boots? He was like, yeah, I got an extra pair of boots. But here, my feet is like 9.5. His shit is like fucking 11. And I put them big ass flippers on and ran right out there and shit. But I'd have been in the same boat, my man. I'd have been looking for somebody's shoes to fucking snatch. If somebody left some shoes on the bench, they would have been taking a shower with their uniform there, them boots would have been gone. I would have kept them, but I'd have worn them for the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
And fucking late night, put them right back in the locker room.
So my man that was in the shower, he'd have been fucked up for formation.
Yep. That's how they do in the military. When they say somebody's stealing shit, they always used to say, "You're not really stealing." How did the term go? It's a term that they say, "You're not stealing shit. Somebody's stealing your shit. You're just trying to get it back or something." But everybody's wearing stolen shit because you can't go outside without a soft cap on. You see a soft cap in a chair or something, you're like, oh shit, you left yours or you lost yours, you throw it on your head, and the new soft cap is yours. Mm-hmm. But what I used to do is I used to write PM on my shit in a hidden spot. And I done pulled a couple bullets aside. Come here real quick. Let me see that. That's hat, anything. You see this right here, PM. Thank you, Steven motherfucker.
So that happened. You caught somebody stealing your stuff.
Oh, you catch people stealing shit all the time. Okay. Everybody used to write their initials in hidden spots just to make sure, because you can't tell by just looking at something if it's yours. You know what I mean?
Right.
You might have like the web vest or whatever that you put all your shit on. But once somebody put it on there and they put their own little pockets on there and shit, you can't tell if that's yours. And all that shit costs money. Military jack up the prices on all that shit. So all that shit, you can, of course, if you ain't at drill, you can go to like the surplus store, order that shit online. But once you at drill, you stuck if you ain't got something.
Right. All right, so you can reach the judgmentals. Oh, first of all, when y'all looking at this on YouTube, subscribe also, because a lot of people looked at the last week's episode about the what was this the name of it? I don't even have it here. But last week's episode, a lot of people looked at it and you don't subscribe. A couple people will subscribe, but we need more subscribers. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube at PNL Judgementals, Instagram at _judgementals, and you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com.
So we got a lot of freeloaders checking us out and ain't subscribing.
Yes. So, all right, Phil.
All right. Don't need no crew to produce the same effect. How lame is that? Niggas say that we drawing, but really